Hey neighbor, so you asked what this thing right here means. It's a bit of an inside joke. I probably told you the story where when I went to go test drive the car that I wanted to buy, they told me that I couldn't test drive it. And I had called around to probably four or five dealerships down here in Northern Virginia, and then I called a few places in New Jersey, and it wasn't until I called a few places in New Jersey that they said I could actually test drive the car that I wanted. So I planned a trip just to go test drive this car. And when I get there, they tell me, oh no, you can't actually test drive it. Long story short, I ended up renting the car that I wanted to buy on this app called Toro. And there was only one of the car that I wanted in this area within about like 30, 40 miles. I went into DC, I picked this car up, and I drove it around and brought it back to my apartment, and I park it in the garage downstairs, and I start taking pictures of it, sending it to all my friends. I'm like, I can't wait to get this car. And I send a picture of the back of the car, and it has this license plate. It just says visit PR. And that's the only thing that any of my other friends from home recognized about the car, other than, oh wow, you're driving it, and look at that license plate. I think we need to find an incentive other than being able to say, oh, we did a year-long vlog with each other. Should probably think about that. Like, reward ourselves with something for doing this. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. But your question of the day, have I been to Disney World? Yes, I've been to Disney World and Disneyland. I went to Disneyland. Wait, which one's the one in California? Because I went to that one when I was about 3 or 4 years old. My mom says the only thing that I took away from that was that Mickey was much bigger than the toy Mickey that I had, and I just kept saying Big Mickey all day. Which is the one in Orlando. I think I went there when I was a junior in high school. I think my sister wanted to go. And then I might have gone again in college. I don't remember. I'm going to be honest with you. But I had gone right when the Wizarding World opened, and I loved it. I'm really disappointed that I'm not going to be able to go to the Pixar one until the next time I go to Disney, which is probably not going to be a few years. But that's probably the park that I want to go see the most. But I'm going to be honest, I think I enjoyed Universal more than Disney in terms of actually going to the parks. The rides at Disney are a little bit more tame than Universal. My question of the day is, have you ever been to a casino? In a few weeks, I'm going to be going to Atlantic City for a bachelor party, and honestly, I don't love Atlantic City. It's kind of shady. It's not always great, especially outside of the casinos. I've been to Vegas. I went in college for spring break with a few of my friends, and that was so much fun. And now going back to Atlantic City, I think I've been back to Atlantic City twice since Vegas, and it's not great. Gonna be real with you. But have you ever been to a casino? I mean, I know when I was 18, my friend Nico and I drove up to Turning Stone, and we went out, played cards all night, and then probably around 3 or 4 turned in. And by turned in, I mean we slept in his car and then drove back a few hours later. I don't know if I've ever been so cold in my entire life. So let me know. Thanks so much for making this to the end of the video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. You can check in every weekday for another episode of the 90s Vlog. You can follow me on Twitter at 90s Guy Kev. You can follow Tom on Twitter at 90s Guy Tom. You can follow both of us on Instagram at the 90s Guys. And with that, I'll catch you tomorrow, Tom.